Hey guys, welcome to Tory Bash Takeover. This is Dr. Hacks, and today we're going to do a breakdown analysis for Tory Bash Clan League 2014 Semifinals. We did a quarterfinal analysis, now we're doing a semifinal analysis. Cool? Cool. Alright, so first things first, TGS versus Hack. I said that I gave TGS the victory here, and I was right. TGS wins 8-6. Story of this match is great saves being made by Orko and Tataki, some great and interesting fights of two people that really respected each other in Lenshu 3 no grab, and a chink in the chain of TGS has to be Techion at this point. At first I said that TGS gets a slight edge in Techion because of Dax. Don't think that's playing such a huge role in Earth TK rather than regular TK. The mod is just a little different enough to throw Dax off of his game. So if a clan's going to beat TGS, one thing they're going to have to exploit is their weakness in Techion. That being said, it was a great match. TGS as always praises Hack's player Bondarenko, so it was very interesting to watch him fight and duke it out. I think it was 8-5, so that's a hell of a close match for TGS. It was one of the closest they've ever played yet. Urban, so that means TGS does go to the semifinals. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to read off what happened in quarterfinals that lead us to the semifinals, and then I'm going to do an analysis of the semifinals. Urban versus No. What I gave the edge to, I gave the edge to Urban if they took the rust off. Urban didn't take the rust off. No came full force, and Urban didn't give a shit. And No crushed Urban 8-4 or 8-5, one of the two. I believe the final score was actually 8-5. But regardless, No came in wanting to win Clan League, and Urban didn't come in at all. I didn't watch too much of the match, but the fact is, Urban seems completely inactive and dying as a clan in general. Now, they're not ever going to actually die. They like each other and talk to each other enough on Facebook and on the forums. But that being said, it seems like their leader, Numbers, is highly invested in the League of Legends competitive scene and probably won't return. Earth having already left, Elite having already left, Oracle never being an in-game guy in the last 4, 5, 6 years. It just seems really difficult to see a time where Urban rises above and wins a Clan League unless they completely change how active they are. Because as much as I think that one of their players, Lays, is probably the best or second best in the world, you don't get to be the best or second best in the world if you don't play ever. So, No won 8-4 or 8-5. Moi proving himself to be the best Lenshu 3 no grab player. I say that I kind of bite my tongue. I don't know how much I believe that, but I gotta say, Moi has been kicking ass at Lenshu 3 no grab. He's been practicing, he's been playing the right people, and he's a shining example of what you need to do if you want to get good quick. Moi is going to be a force to be reckoned with. Good job, No. Congratulations on advancing to the semifinals. Next, we have Vector versus Tribe. Now, Tribe tried to schedule with Vector a couple of different times, and to no luck because Vector is so dead and inactive on the forums. It is ridiculous. However, Saturday, they got to finally play. Tribe played Vector. It came down to 7-7 on the last match. You never want it to come down to that because it makes it very luck-based. Tory Bash is about long runs, not just what happens over one match. You can't command a victory in one match no matter really what, as long as the two players are competent. So, came down to a little bit of luck. Vector actually wins 8-7. Sorry, Manly Potato on the just to happen to be the last guy in the Tataki match, but come on. Gotta give it up to Tribe. They worked hard. They really were hungry for it this year. It didn't happen this year, but Vector advances to the semifinals, and Tribe shouldn't be upset with how they placed for their first Clan League. Finally, we have Alpha versus Obe. Alpha scheduled for its match against Obe for a very early morning, hoping Obe could make it, knowing that there was a chance it wouldn't happen. It didn't happen. I rushed off to the hospital because my sister-in-law went into labor, and I was about to become an uncle. I got a text message halfway through being in the hospital saying that Alpha had already won. So I guess what had to have happened was Alpha met up with Obe players. They said, we've got players, you've got players, you want to do this now? They said yes, and we duked it out. Alpha wins 9-2. If I had to imagine why, it was probably a weak Techion player on Obe's side along with a poor performance of an otherwise strong clan. Okay, first off, Blue Evil is a amazing TK player, and Obey didn't seem to have a TK player lined up. I said that before, and I'm saying it again. It didn't seem like Obey had a lot going for them in the TK front. However, Toxic ended up going, I believe, 0-4 in the Obey versus Alpha match. That's very unlike Toxic. Toxic's a great player. It seems like he just had a bad day. Bad days happen. Okay? It's about showing up on that day. That's what you get judged by. I said that before, and that's why I say even if two clans on paper, one should kill the other, it doesn't matter. It's who shows up on that day. No showed up to beat Urban, and that's what happened. Obey didn't show up to play Alpha. Alpha won 9-2. So now we go into the semifinals. TGS versus No. What's TGS's biggest strength? Anything Aikido-y is probably going to be in TGS's favor. Although TGS hasn't been dominating in Aikido, they still have a fair amount of experience in the mod. If there's one mod that TGS typically can rely on, it's Lenshu 3 No Grab. Orko's a great player. Searle's a great player, aka Shmevin. iRookie is a great player. They have plenty of great Lenshu 3 No Grab players. Moi, however, is also a very good Lenshu 3 No Grab player. Would I put them on the same caliber? Maybe. You won't see a 3-0 victory in Lenshu 3 No Grab. I give a slight edge to TGS in Lenshu 3 No Grab. I give a moderate edge to TGS in Grey Keto. I give a moderate edge to TGS in Judo Fracture only because of how much experience they have in Aikido Big Dojo. And I give only the slightest of edge, the slightest I can possibly give of an edge to TGS in Tachyon. Primarily because Tachyon is a weak mode for TGS. I say weak relative to how good they're doing in other mods, not that TGS sucks at TK. TGS is Dax. Dax isn't a bad TK player. It's just Earth TK V2 he hasn't been able to show up too well with yet. That being said, you're not going to see Dax do snap kicks in this Clan League match. I don't think. Think he learned his lesson. Think he realized it's not a very useful strategy in Earth TK. You're probably going to see more defensive clap openers. So overall, I give TGS the win over No, 10-5 or 11-4. Love to be proven wrong. Would be very interesting if No could find a way to beat TGS. Nothing's impossible. It's about who shows up that day. Vector versus Alpha. This is a rematch of the bronze match that happened last year, which Alpha pretty handedly took care of Vector. That being said, since then Vector has gone down in activity. Yeah, down in space activity. And Alpha has done well for their roster. Oddlove returned as a Tory legend. Logic even showed up versus Alpha versus Obey. And finally, we recruited Blue Evil. So Alpha's looking on the up. Vector's looking on the down. Alpha already beat Vector pretty handedly last time. I'm not saying anything can't happen, because anything can happen. But first off, I hope we even get to play Vector. It seemed like there was so much scheduling issues with the other clans that I hope Vector is actually a clan we'll get to play. Secondly, I hope Vector is able to bring out Alistair. They didn't use Alistair versus Tribe. Alistair is the star Lenshu 3 No Grab player. He's an unbelievable Lenshu 3 No Grab player. I hope he shows up for this one. Just like, I'm going to say it for the 10th millionth time, I hope Winver shows up for Alpha. I really do. But I haven't seen him show up for Alpha yet. So, let's go over the mods. Judo Fracture, Alpha versus Vector. I give the edge to Alpha. I think that me plus Oddlove plus I'm a Pirate makes a hell of a Judo Frac core. I think we are the best clan at this point in Clan League for Judo Fracture. I think even if we go to the finals and we play TGS, we have the edge in Judo Fracture. Then we have Grey Keto. I give an edge to Vector. Slight edge. I'm a Pirate is a great Grey Keto player, but we don't have anyone in Alpha to really help I'm a Pirate out. So if he doesn't 2-0, it's probably going to become a... if he goes 1-1, then it's probably going to be 2-1 in Vector's favor because we don't have someone who commands victories in Grey Keto. Lenshu 3 No Grab, it's really all going to depend on what roster shows up. If everyone shows up, it's a toss-up in the air who wins 2-1. No one's going to win 3-0 in Lenshu 3 No Grab. And in Tachyon, I give the edge to Alpha. Blue Evil is playing hot. Blue Power Ride. Hashtag Blue Power, because he is just killing it in Earth TKV2. Great addition to the team and a swell guy. I love what he's been doing so far, and he pulled through for us many a times, especially against Alpha versus Nitro. So, for the finals, I predict a or excuse me, for the semifinals, I predict a 10-5 win Alpha over Vector. For the finals, I predict TGS goes up against Alpha. For the bronze match, I predict that Vector will be playing No. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. If you like this video, hit the like button down below. If you want to subscribe and watch more of my videos, hit the subscribe button. It's free. It helps me out. It's awesome. You want to share this video, share it. It should be on the official Tory Bash Facebook page. I also have a forum, or the Tory Bash forums. I post this up. It's on a sticky and everything in the entertainment and media board. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. And again, let's make sure Tory Bash takes over.